Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Weston Racing, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at some more dollar store monster trucks and ATVs. Alrighty, so yeah, that's what we're going to be looking at today, are some dollar store monster trucks and ATVs. They're pretty cool little vehicles, the way that they are set up. This is the newest mix, I think. This is also the final mix that I have. So after this, it'll be a while before we see another wave of dollar store monster trucks here on the channel. Thank God. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love reviewing these, but at the same time, they're a pain in the butt. So yeah, we have two ATVs that we're gonna look at first, and then we'll do the two monster trucks. So yeah, I'm not gonna waste any time with these. They really aren't all that special. They're pretty cool, but they really aren't all that special. So we're gonna start off with this white ATV here to kind of kick things off. Alrighty, let's open her up. As you can see, the packaging has changed. Instead of having the old checkered flag background, they have like a mud design now, which looks pretty cool. I won't lie about that. I love the way that turned out. Alright. I always forget how hard it is to take these out of the packages. Okay, this mud, no, it looks the same, okay. Okay. There. I always forget how big of a pain in the rear it is to take these out of the package. There's that. Flip it over to that side, since that's the side that's facing the packaging. Okay, so one of the things I like about the newer dollar store monster trucks, they come with accessories now. The ATVs come with these little dirt ramps, which look pretty cool. Well, they're rock rather. So that's pretty neat to get those. And then the monster trucks, of course, come with an accessory as well, which you'll see when the time comes. All right, let's take a look at our ATV here. So it is white with a black chassis, which looks really cool. Love the motor in there, which is all decked out, which looks really nice, decaled out. The body itself features the word sport right here with this cool little pinstriping design. And then there's like these black and red lightning bolts going the whole way up the fender flares, which looks cool. If you look at the tires, they say Express Wheels 4x4 with orange rims, which looks neat. The front end has the brush bar there, which looks really cool. You've got that little front nose piece, and then the handlebars here detailed with the brake levers and everything. Seats right there, which is pretty cool. And then the back end really doesn't have any detail to it. And then the bottom's got all the information on it if you want to read that right there. So yeah, that is our first ATV of the series. It's pretty cool. I won't lie, I love the spiky back fenders, which looks really cool in my opinion. Then the front's more rounded. Love that balance there, which looks really good. So yeah, that'll be the first one we look at there. That is, we'll just call this one the Sport ATV. Alrighty, moving on to ATV number 2. This one I'm gonna call 28 or the 28 ATV, what we'll call it, because it has the number 28 on the side. This one's a bit different than the last one. Get her out of the package and take a look. That's the hard part about making these dollar store monster truck videos, is that they're not really that advanced detail-wise, and there's not really like stories behind them, so it's really hard to make, you know, to make a long video for them. So I guess for you guys it's nice, so the video is nice and short, but I don't know how I feel about it. Get that twine off of there. Okay. Readjust, shift mounted foot. Again, for the accessory we got the rock mount, which makes my total amount of rock mounts 4. Okay, so here he is. Again, or this time we got a green a green ATV with the number 28 and a flame there on the side in white. The back fenders feature black flames with white stripe, or white, what do you call that, outlining. And then the front fenders have the number 28 with a pinstripe there, which looks really cool. The motor, like chassis mount and all that, is exactly the same. This time the tires say Express wheels 4x4 on them, but this time with yellow rims, which looks pretty neat. As you can see, the body style is different too. Again, the front is more rounded and the back end is actually more rounded this time. It's not as jagged. So it's more of a casual ATV. I wouldn't say this looks like a sport ATV. The front end has lights on it, which the other one did not have. Same bully bar or brush bar. And then you got that nose piece there with all the airflow. And then the handlebars have the brake handles. And as you can see, the fuel tank is right there. The other one did not have a visible fuel tank by the looks of things. There's the seat, and then there's the back. The back of the seat actually has a little bit of texture on it. There's the bottom, same information, nothing changed. So yeah, there is, we'll just call that ATV number 28, I guess. Okay, that was our ATVs, our two ATVs. Now we get to move on to the two monster trucks. First up, we have Touch. Now, Touch is an interesting one, and I'll explain to you why after we get it open. Well, for me, it's an interesting one. It's a dollar store monster truck. It really can't be all that interesting. Oh yeah, and the accessory too. I gotta talk about the accessory now. Since we're on the monster trucks, the accessory is different. So that's cool, right? Okay, let's open that up. I did not realize that I didn't realize it, but the bottom of the packaging actually has a picture of the truck with the accessory. That's cool. All right, so the accessory for the monster trucks, as you would expect, is a crush car. Because, you know, every monster truck needs a crush car. Or else you can't have fun with a monster truck unless you have stuff to run over. So, here's what the crush car looks like. I think they call these origami style crush cars. So, basically how this works is you take the parts and you fold them and you snap them together with these little pegs. And when you do that, you get a crush car. So it's a little SUV. I'm pretty sure every single one of the dollar store monster trucks that I've reviewed that came with crush cars has the exact same style crush car. They don't change. But then what you do is you take your truck and you push down on this. Well, yeah, when you push down on it, it's really hard to do. But, well, with like Hot Wheels monster trucks, they have these style crush cars. But yeah, if you push down on it, the parts pop open and the car gets crushed. So that's how that accessory works. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, I got some Hot Wheels Monster Trucks videos coming out in the future that feature those crush cars, and they function a lot better, and I'll show you that when the time comes. There's also a few different styles. So anyway, here's Touch. Now, again, I said Touch was an interesting one, and the reason why is because they've actually made this one before. Here's the older version of it. Same paint style and everything. You got the little gas filter, or gas intake in the back there. The only thing that's really changed is the chassis style. The body is exactly the same, but the chassis has changed, and we will look at that. I've already reviewed this one on the channel. Go check out that video. Again, I think it's like Dollar Store Monster Trucks number 2, I think, is the one that one appears in. So yeah, here it is. So this one here features the new style of truck casting. You can see Touch on the side there with the arrows, which looks super duper cool. You've got the gas intake back there. I forget, gas cap, yeah, I think that's, God. You got some headers here, which looks super duper cool. I love the way that looks right there. That is amazing. And then of course you can see bolts on the fenders as well, which looks super duper cool. Flipping over to this side, it's the exact same thing, nothing really changed. We got black tires with Express wheels 4x4 in chrome this time, which looks really cool, with the monster truck style tires that are different than the ATV tires. The front end has this absolutely ginormous bully bar on it, which looks neat. The back end also has a giant bumper as well with the 2 tail lights there. And then of course you've got the headache rack, or this is more like a cage. There's a cage in the back there, which yeah, little cage in the back, and then you can actually stick your finger all the way through the casting there, which is pretty neat. And of course you got the setup, the chassis setup for monster trucks there, which, you know, every monster truck has a different chassis setup unless they're owned by the same company, and then they're probably built the exact same. Here's the bottom for everybody who cares, and there you go. That is Touch. Alrighty, next up we have, quite possibly, out of all 4 videos that I've done on the dollar store monster trucks, this one might be my favorite out of all of them. My favorite monster truck. This is Bulldog, and this is, like I said, this one is stylized. I really like the way this one turned out. So I'm really excited to take this one out of the package. Like I said, actually, you know what, I'm not even gonna like argue about it. This is my favorite of the dollar store monster trucks. I love the way this one looks. So I am going to open her up, and we're going to get a look at what Bulldog looks like. Again, these aren't the official, I would assume it's the official name for the truck because it is, yeah, it's what's on the truck. But again, these aren't the official names of the trucks. I'm just guessing because they really don't tell you what the official names are. So I guess it's just up to interpretation, I guess. But I think it's pretty fair to say that this one's probably called Bulldog. Here's the crush car, by the way. Again, it's the same style crush car, nothing changed. Alrighty, let's get this one on the table to be looked at because this one is awesome. Here it is. So they went with the SUV style casting for this one. The SUV style, of course, has cop lights on it, which is really interesting. But as you can see with this one, it's got the SUV style chassis setup with the front bully bar there and the back bully bar there with the tail lights. But it's pretty much the same chassis setup as the pickup truck, just with a different like header setup, and the body, or the build of it is just a tad bit different. But it's got a yellow body, as you can see there, and it says Bulldog on the side. It's got these broken chains with the actual picture of the Bulldog there on the side, which I love the way the side of this truck looks. You know what this does? This screams like hometown monster truck. It's not a professional driver. This is just some guy who built a monster truck and takes it to county fairs. That is what this looks like, and I love that. It is so good. Go over to this side. It is a mirror of the other side. Doesn't really change. Again, I am in love with this one. This one is amazing. Tires are exactly the same to Touch. Express wheels 4x4 with the chrome. If you go to the front end on the hood, it actually says Bulldog, which is really cool. You got the lights up there, and then there's a broken chain on top of the truck as well. There's the back end, and then of course I'll show you the bottom as I always do. I'm gonna have it facing the right direction. I had it right the first time. There's the bottom of the truck. But yeah, easily, Bulldog here is my favorite of the dollar store monster trucks that I've reviewed on the channel. This thing is absolutely amazing. I love the way the paint looks on this, and the color they went with of yellow looks good. I can't help but think that they're trying to copy there's a real life monster truck. I think there is a real life monster truck called Bulldog or something like that is yellow and kind of has the same paint scheme, but I'm gonna overlook it. No, that's Full Bore. Full Bore looks like this truck in a way. I don't know what I'm thinking of. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, that's Bulldog. Let's get the turntable and then we'll look at all of these together. So I went to the old Google machine and I Googled Bulldog monster truck to see what popped up. And all I found was one singular monster truck and its fandom page. And it is an absolutely tiny fandom page. There's like a half a paragraph of information and 2 pictures of the truck. The only information on it is that it is a German monster truck, which is ironically funny because, or well, it's not ironically funny, it's just funny because the truck has a giant American flag on the side of it. Truck is obviously called Bulldog, German owned, German ran. There is like zero information on the truck. It is super weird. So maybe I was thinking of something else. Like, I think full bore was what I was thinking of. The monster truck full bore. Maybe, I don't know. I swear there's a truck called Bulldog though, an American truck called Bulldog that has a similar paint job to that. Is this like a Mandela effect moment? Or I'm imagining something that I think is real, but it never existed? I don't know. Anyway, here's all 4 of the trucks put together. The 2 ATVs on the left and the 2 monster trucks on the right. Monster truck wise, this was a good mix of, you know, I'm going to say it. ATV wise, monster truck wise, this was a good mix right here. I love the 2 ATVs, definitely my 2 favorite of the 4 that I have now. I love Touch as a monster truck in general. Even the original is one of my favorites. But the new one's a pretty cool little upgrade. And then Bulldog is hands down one of the coolest, like, dollar store monster trucks I've ever gotten in my entire career. I absolutely love the way that one looks. And don't be surprised if it pops up in like a stop motion. Like, I have plans to do a stop motion Monster Jam World Finals in the future. I might throw Bulldog in there just for fun to see what happens. I think it'd be cool. But anyway, I want to thank you all for watching today's video. If you guys were wondering where I was last week, I got sick again. So that's like 4 times in like the span of 2 months. Wonderful. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all on Wednesday for a Hot Wheels video. Peace out.